So let's address the elephant in the room here, guys.
Wow, elephant in the room.
Tulsa, Oklahoma isn't on anyone's short list of places they would like to move to in 2025. I mean, let's just be honest.
Let's be honest.
But there's a reason why you're clicking on this video. It's because you're moving here. Now, I love Tulsa, but one of the questions I get from people all the time is, what is there to do in Tulsa, Oklahoma? And that is a fair question.
Fair question.
Like I said, no one's really looking to move here to Oklahoma, but I'm going to surprise you because Tulsa, Oklahoma has a ton of things for you to do. And in this video, I'm going to give you my top 10 things to do here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. What's going on, guys? My name is Steve, and I am a realtor here in the greater Tulsa area, and I have moved over 70 families across the country here to Oklahoma. And I love doing it. I love telling people about it. So please check out my channel if this is your first video of watching. If you've been here before, thanks for coming back. My contact information is down in the description below, and I'd love to talk to you about anything, right? So if you're thinking about moving here to Oklahoma, or if you are moving here to Oklahoma, I'd love to have the opportunity to help you with that move. So let's get into this video of Steven's top things to do here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. The first thing on my list, and this list isn't like in order of my favorite thing to my least favorite thing, it's just a list. So number one thing on my list is downtown Tulsa. So back in like the 1920s, Tulsa was considered to be the oil capital of the world, where the Mecca was obviously downtown Tulsa. The sad part of this story is downtown Tulsa has pretty much sucked since the 1920s.
Tulsa.
Even though the cool Art Deco buildings are still all down there, it kind of went through a bad period of time.
Bad time?
Where it really had no updates. But there's always a happy ending to a good story, and this started in 2008. We built the BOK Center. So the BOK Center is a big arena, really cool looking arena, that is in the downtown Tulsa area that I believe helped kickstart the downtown restructuring and update facelift of downtown Tulsa. And then soon after that, we had One Oak Field, which is the home to our minor league baseball team, which is the Tulsa Drillers. And then it just continued to be updated. I mean, now we have different districts down there, like the Blue Dome District, the Tulsa Arts District, the Greenwood District. And then we also have new restaurants, new bars, and people are actually wanting to live in downtown Tulsa, which before 2000 and probably 10, no one wanted to live downtown Tulsa.
Tulsa. Oh.
So downtown Tulsa is a really cool place to go hang out. A lot of great events. So downtown Tulsa, one of my favorite things to do. Number two is the Philbrook Museum. So if you're a big museum goer, this is a great place for you to go to. Like I told you earlier, oil capital of the world. Well, guess what? A lot of these oil gurus built big mansions. And so one of those big mansions was Wade Phillips, which was the founder of Phillips Petroleum. He built this big mansion on, I believe, 25 acres in the middle of Tulsa. And after he died, or right before he died, I think, he donated his house to the city and said, hey, you can make a museum out of my big, beautiful house. And they said, awesome. And then he said, also, you can put all my art that I've collected over the years up as exhibits, and so people can look at them. And so they were like, cool, we'll do that.
Cool.
And so that was a lot of Native American art, African art, Asian art, European art. So it's a really cool place for you to go check out a lot of different arts.
Art.
And also they have a lot of cool programs, activities, and exhibits you can go check out throughout the year. So a lot of families, a lot of people that enjoy looking at art will go to the Philbrook Museum to check that out. Number three is the Tulsa Botanic Garden. So the Tulsa Botanic Garden is a real cool area just north of Tulsa that is a 170 acre area. They have a lot of cool things that are going on over there. Like they have a children's Discover Garden and the colorful Tandy floral terraces. It's a fantastic destination for several seasonal blooms, nature trails, and family events. I've been to several family events out there, and it's fantastic. Also, around springtime, they'll plant like 100,000 tulips. So that's pretty cool to go to too. So Tulsa Botanic Garden, go check it out. And number four is the Gathering Place. The Gathering Place is a 100-acre park that is free for the community.
Free!
So it's really cool. This guy named George Kaiser created this park because he wanted to make a place for the kids of Tulsa to be able to go to that was kind of close to like going to Disney World or Disneyland.
Disney World.
He understood that a lot of Tulsa kids wouldn't have the opportunity to ever go to Disney World or Disneyland, so he wanted to build a free park where they can get that magical experience, and he did a fantastic job. So if you're interested in getting more information about that, I actually made an in-depth tour of the Gathering Place where you can click right there. I go through all the different playgrounds, the basketball courts, the skate parks, and also their new Zinc Lake that have some river rapids and a new bridge over there. So definitely go check that out. But number 4 on my list is the Gathering Place. Number 5 is the Discovery Lab. So the Discovery Lab is tied into the Gathering Place. But it's really cool because it's all indoors. I don't like being outside for any long period of time here in Oklahoma.
Do not go outside.
We have 4 seasons, but you know, the summers get really hot, the winters get really cold. So I like having some opportunities to do some indoor activities. And that's where the Discovery Lab comes in play. So the Discovery Lab is a STEM center for kids where they can basically play while they learn. It's really, really cool. They have a lot of different exhibits. That's not a word. Exhibits. There we go. They have a lot of exhibits to basically push the kids' minds to be more creative and to think more mechanically, mathematically, and creatively. I totally just made all that up. Like, that came off my tongue really, really well. But
He's a genius.
it's really, really cool. It's really cool. So go check out the Discovery Lab. Number 6 is the Tulsa Zoo. Now, this is, I love going to the Tulsa Zoo for several reasons. I love animals. And then secondly, they have this really great year membership pass, which isn't very expensive. I think to do like the whole family, it's like $100 for the whole year. So I love doing that. But the Tulsa Zoo is great. They have so many different animals for you to pick from, and it's not really a bad drive. It's just on the north side of Tulsa, so it's really easy to get to. Once again, just like with everything, they have several events throughout the year. One of my favorite events that they do out there, actually 2, is the Tulsa Zoo Run. That's a lot of fun. And then also Halloween, which we just got done with. But they basically have a bunch of like, you know, places where you pick up candy, and then also you can go look at the animals. But my kids love going to the Tulsa Zoo, and I'm so glad Tulsa has a zoo for people to go to. So Tulsa Zoo, fantastic. Number 7 is another place where I don't go to as often because I always forget about it until I make lists like this.
You just need to remember.
But it also has to do with the animals, and it is the Oklahoma Aquarium. So technically this isn't in Tulsa. It's in Jenks, but it's like just like literally a stone throw away from Tulsa. So I'm claiming it to Tulsa in this list.
It's mine!
But the Oklahoma Aquarium is awesome. They have so many different fish to look at, and that's all cool and great. But the really cool thing they have is the shark tunnel, which has like I think it's the largest amount of bull sharks in a certain aquarium, I think, or something like that. But anyway, you walk through this in a little tunnel and sharks swim all around you. It's awesome. So Oklahoma Aquarium, we have one here in Tulsa. It's called the Oklahoma Aquarium. It's awesome. If you watch my videos, you know I like food. So coming in at number 8 is one of my favorite establishments to go to because I get a choice of where I want to eat at. And so at number 8, it is the Mother Road Market. And the Mother Road Market is a food court, but with all local places. So you're not going to find like Burger King, McDonald's, Pizza Hut. You're going to find places that are unique to Tulsa and only in Tulsa. So all these places are local and are startup restaurants here in the Tulsa area. So that's why I love Mother Road Market. So like I said, it's a food court. So I believe they have 13 exhibitors in that area, and they have 2 places that are bonus places, which I really like going to. And one is called the Takeover Cafe, which a pop-up restaurant will show up in there, someone that, you know, is wanting to get into the restaurant industry and kind of show people what they have. And then also they have another area which is called the Takeover Residency, where they're there for the entire week instead of just one day. The Mother Road Market also hosts the Kitchen 66, which is a program where it helps people make their business, if that's going to be in food, and it's an industrial sized kitchen where people can come in and rent space and use that facility to, like I said, make their food masterpieces. So it's great to go to. So if you want to see, I did a kind of an in-depth video. It's right there if you want to click that. I actually did a food challenge. It was the first ever food challenge. It's called the Mother Load Challenge. And so click that video if you want to see if I completed that food challenge. Coming in at number 9 on my list, this is a historical venue here in Tulsa, and it is called Cain's Ballroom. And it has a lot of great shows and artists that you looked up to, or artists that are making it really big in the industry right now, especially if it's in the country scene.
I love country music.
Have probably played at Cain's Ballroom at some point in their career. So Cain's Ballroom originally was a 1920s dance hall. Cain's Ballroom is now one of the country's most iconic music venues, and I'm not kidding. Known for its unique sprung dance floor. I did not know that.
I didn't know that.
An intimate setting. I did know that. It has hosted countless legendary museums over the years and remains a beloved spot for the live music fans. And no, I did not read off of a sheet when I did that. I'm just kidding. And coming in at number 10, and this is probably going to sound kind of weird, but it's actually brand new to Tulsa because Tulsa is still getting new things coming in to the city. And this place just opened this year, and it is called SCHEELS Department Store. So Tulsa now has a SCHEELS, which is a sporting goods store that has a lot of things for you to do. This place is over 300,000 square feet of sporting goods, clothes, furniture. They have an indoor Ferris wheel. They have a 16,000 gallon fish tank. They have a lot of great things for you to do, and it is really cool that we have one here in Tulsa. And that brings up my point that Tulsa is a great place to be at. I mean, if Tulsa SCHEELS saw potential of bringing their big department store here to Tulsa, I think you should really consider about moving here to Tulsa.
We're moving to Tulsa.
And remember, if you have more questions about Tulsa, please go down to the description below, and I would love to help you out with your big move. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.